All right, in our second video, we're talking about who is worthy to receive the Lord's Supper, who receives it in a worthy manner. Let's talk about Jesus' body and blood and how they're truly present in the supper to bring us the forgiveness of sins. The Apostle Paul, because of that truth, he attaches a warning to the sacrament in the Holy Scriptures under inspiration from God. So God attaches a warning to the sacrament. He instructs Christians to prepare to receive the meal so that it is a blessing to us and not a curse. How are we supposed to prepare for reception of the Lord's Supper? Any ideas? Or what would you tell someone to do in order to receive Holy Communion rightly? What should our mindset be? What should our heart be thinking on? How would you help someone prepare for the Lord's Supper? As you think about that and discuss that with your family, and again, Luther's Catechism has a great resource in that it shows how we can prepare for Holy Communion. I want to read this passage from Scripture, 1 Corinthians 11, 28 through 29. It says, "A man ought to examine himself before he eats of the bread and drinks of the cup. For anyone who eats and drinks without recognizing the body of the Lord eats and drinks judgment on himself." So you see the warning. This might give us some insight again into why we look for people to be instructed. And for anyone that's visiting within our churches, maybe they're coming from another church or whatever, but to present themselves for communion, to request participation, and in that to show that they've been instructed and that they're in union with us, that they believe the same as we do because we're coming as a unit, right, as a family. That's all in agreement on the teachings of God. We'll get into more of that in the upcoming and last videos for this installment. But for now, go ahead and talk about that question. What would you tell someone in order that they might prepare rightly for communion? How do you prepare rightly for communion?